It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Carr now on first down. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Raiders' big money man, the free agent tackle Trent Brown. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
We got 4. We got 4. 6-18. Go. Nice 50. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon.
Watch the whip. Shit. 93.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, he's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Mahomes gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow. 180. 59. I got him.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
I don't need to. 15.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, hello. Let's go out, 80. Right, 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kill. 50, nice 50. Hey, wahoo.
Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
What now? What it is? I got you.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
12 yards there and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And avoids the contact by sliding. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I don't need to.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley. As the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shifts by him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
694. White Monday down.
Throwing again. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Raiders.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. Buying time, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is,
And the Raiders have got him.
they need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 23 yards on the tuck and run. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Darren Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check, 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 check. Hey, yo, go. Slam.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go, Lou, lady! 59. Hey, watch the slant.
On second down, Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent going to be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr gives to Rashard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. 734. Mike, 55.
On play action, now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Let's get it.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
You ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're mine.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Steve 6, Steve 6.
Second time,
To throw, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Taco Charlton drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Taco Charlton. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
15. Mike, check, 59.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. That's caught by Woods for a Kansas City touchdown. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
First down, Raiders.
Man left, 3 down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Carr again. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. No problem there on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Reggie Ragland. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Carr going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
59. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. The 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a while? And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run